she was like, oh shit, and then everybody, it's Monday today and I have just watched the latest episode of Game of Thrones, and oh my god, this is gonna be like a completely one take video, not much editing, but I just wasn't planning on doing this, but none of my family apart from one of my uncles has watched it yet, and I need to talk. I've been on FaceTime to him and we've been discussing season 8 episode 3, and oh my god. Just quickly add this in here, if you want to discuss Game of Thrones with me, which I would absolutely love, by the way, my Instagram is linked down below. It's at meglev_. Literally follow me on there or send me a DM and I'll accept it if you want to talk about Game of Thrones, and we will have a little chat, because that will be great. We'll have a little chat. So back to the video now. So if you haven't watched season 8 episode 3 yet, click off this video as it will be full of spoilers. I'm going to discuss everything that happened as far as I can remember, but I just need to get it out there and talk to somebody about it. So where do I even start? Woke up this morning, wasn't planning on watching. I was going to wait till the end of the day, maybe watch it at 9 o'clock like everybody else in the UK, but no, couldn't wait. Saw the episode was an hour and a half long. I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to watch it now. If not, I'm going to see spoilers on Twitter all day, because that's what happened to me last week with the whole Arya and Gendry thing. Saw on Twitter before and I was like, do you know what, can't do that, I need to watch it now, because I still even saw one spoiler before I started the episode, and that was during it when I had to go for a toilet break. That was a bit TMI, so I'm sorry, but yeah, I catch my breath. Anyway, yeah, I started the episode. I honestly was sweating. I was so nervous, my heart was going boom boom boom. It was just the most intense thing that I've ever watched. It was the best thing that I've ever watched on TV out of everything. It was so intense. I honestly didn't know where it was gonna go. I was 10 minutes in and I thought, they're all gonna die. What's gonna happen? They are literally all gonna die. And then Melisandre came along, she lit up the Dothraki swords, and I thought, okay, yeah, this is good. Ride off into the night, and then they're gone. And I thought, that's it, we ain't got a chance, they're all gonna die. And I thought, why is this episode an hour and a half? Because I'm 10 minutes in and they're gonna die. Anyway, so I've made a few notes on my phone, just because if not I'm gonna forget things. And I just want to know other people's opinion on it, really. So please comment down below if you've got any other theories on what's going to happen next week, or anything like that, or you agree or disagree with what I said and what you thought of the episode as well. Did you think it was the greatest thing that you've ever watched on TV too? But yeah, I literally couldn't watch. I was like this the whole episode. I was sweating. It was just so intense. When all the lights went out, when the Dothraki were riding into the distance, I was like, there's no hope, no hope. Let's discuss the dragons. So the Night King had his friggin' dragon, they were all up in the air, and I thought, yeah, even though there was 2 dragons against one, I thought, they're gonna die as well. Jon Snow's gonna die, Daenerys is gonna die, this dragon's gonna take over it all. Oh my god, literally. But that point where the Night King was on the ground and Daenerys said, anyway, and then I was like, she's gonna say it, Dracarys, and I was like, he is not gonna die, he's not gonna die. Anyway, the flames went around him, didn't die, which proves my first theory. The Night King is a Targaryen. He is a Targaryen, right? He can ride a dragon, the same as Jon Snow and Daenerys. Only a Targaryen can ride a dragon, and then they breathed fire on him and he still didn't die. So I definitely think that he is a Targaryen. Anyway, saw that scene and Daenerys was like, yep, we're... So she was like, oh shit. Anyway, at the end of everything that I've spoken about, we're going to have a little moment to rest in peace the dead, the lovely characters that I've got a place in my heart that have passed away. We're going to talk about them at the end, but first of all we're going to talk about how it all ended, really. And so it ended with Arya Stark. What better character? I did not see that one coming, literally did not see it coming. Oh, it was just amazing, literally, how she killed the Night King. I thought that she was gonna die. When the Night King had her like this, I was like, no, please don't kill Arya. I was like, you can't, she's done too much, she's too important. But that dagger Bran knew that was going to happen, because Bran gave her that dagger at the end of last season, I think. So obviously he'd seen it. He didn't want to reveal any spoilers, so he obviously gave that to her. And then I've just been rewatching all of them, and I remembered that in season, I think it's like 3 or 4, that's when Arya met Melisandre before, and that was where she said that prophecy thing about we'll meet again, and then she said it in this episode, oh, we've met again. And before she said, oh, I'm gonna kill someone with green eyes, someone with brown eyes, and you will kill all of the blue eyes, which she repeated in this episode as well.
I see a darkness in you, and in that darkness, eyes staring back at me. Brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes. Eyes you'll shut forever.
And if you think about it, Arya, she had all of her names on her list. She killed Peter Baelish, and she also killed Walder Frey. I was going to say the guy that plays Filch in Harry Potter, but his name is Walder Frey. She killed him, and then Blue Eyes. But that didn't twig to me until this episode. And even when they were in the Great Hall place and Melisandre said, and the Blue Eyes, I thought, okay, she just means a bunch of White Walkers. She's going to end it. I did not link that to you're going to kill the Night King, which is going to kill all of them. That was great. That was great. I didn't even link that until that moment when Arya did it. I was like, oh, that's what she meant. She killed the Night King and she killed everyone else. And honestly, I'm actually so glad it was Arya that killed them rather than Jon Snow, because I didn't really want Jon Snow to kill them. And it's just the whole, the Starks are the best. The Starks do it. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, that's that one. Back to Melisandre. She was like, I won't be here when the morning comes. And I thought, how's she gonna die? Because I literally I didn't know what was gonna happen. And then at the end of the episode when she walked out, I was like, is she just gonna walk out and like get a knife and slit her throat? Or is she gonna, I thought she might walk out and all of the dead like bodies, if they're White Walkers or whatever, I thought she was just gonna set them all alight. But she didn't. She took her necklace off, and I thought, what's she doing? But then obviously she turned into an old lady and passed away, and I thought, yep, your time has come. But Melisandre, I've had a love-hate relationship with that character, because I actually hated her throughout the whole Stannis thing, and obviously her prophecy was wrong with that one, because Stannis didn't defeat anything, do you know what I mean? And he burned his daughter alive. I mean, who does that? And Melisandre was the one that obviously made him do that, because she said if he does that, then he will be the king and everything. But actually she has redeemed herself now, because she basically helped them defeat the Night King. She really did well on that episode, and I actually really like her now. I've got a lot of respect for Melisandre, so yeah, got a lot of respect for that girl now. Anyway, let's talk about the Night King. Obviously Arya killed him and all of that jazz, and basically all I kept saying in Twitter like the last week, and we were talking about it at work, and we were like, oh my god, they're all going down to the crypt and he can do that thing where he raises the dead. And we were like, why are they in the crypt? Anyway, and obviously it was confirmed this episode they'd all done a massive battle, loads of people had died and everything like that, and then he did his thing where he raises them. Thought, this is it, this is where the crypts go, this is where all the dead, this is where all the disease starts. Can we just point out here, I meant deceased, is that the right saying, and not diseased. Get raised from the dead in that crypt, and that's what happened, and that's where a beautiful moment happened. I loved that moment between Sansa and Tyrion. It really, really melted my heart. I just loved them, and she was like, you were the best husband to me out of all that I've been through. Tyrion is just such a good character, and so is Sansa, and she got a little dagger out that Arya gave her ready to fight. But also with that, did Gilly get dragged away by the Night Walkers, or was that somebody else? I'm pretty sure it was Gilly, so I hope that Gilly is okay, because Sam has survived and I don't want Gilly to not be here. But then also, if Gilly hasn't survived, it'll just be Sam and little Sam, and oh my god, we'll just have to see what happens with that one. But we've got to wait a whole week for it, and literally, what are we gonna do? So Sansa and Tyrion, I love them too. Maybe they'll get married again, but I doubt that. But they've always got like a good bond between them two. so I'm excited to see what's going to happen there. Because they did mention something like it's not going to work because he's devoted to Daenerys, so we'll see. But then is Daenerys going to be the one on the Iron Throne, or will it be Jon Snow, or will it be Arya or Sansa? We'll have to see. Anyway, let's talk about the Mormont family now. The Mormont family is gone forever. Jorah Mormont, he passed away. He was a good man in the end, and he died fighting for the one that he loved. I'm glad that obviously he got exiled previously from Daenerys, and then she took him back, and now he died fighting for the one that he loved, and it was really cute. And I did really like him in the end. Had a bit of a love-hate relationship with him as well. And poor little lady of the north, is it Lyanna? She passed away as well, but she actually had a good ending because she put that dagger right through that giant's eye, and that was a good ending for her. I felt like they did that really good because she was actually quite a big character, even though she was so small, but she needed a good ending, and that was a good way to sort of honour her character by letting her go by defeating that giant. Oh, and poor Theon Greyjoy died. He is another character that I had a love-hate relationship with. It's all of these characters that have had like a bit of a roller coaster story that have now sort of died. They were good and then they were bad, and now they were good, fighting for the right team. But Theon, he was really good. Him and Sansa's reunion, that they actually sort of worked together, you know, to defeat Ramsay Bolton and things like that. And Bran was like, you've died now, a good man, you've died when you are home. So he was home in Winterfell, and he knew he was going to die, and he didn't want to go out in being weak. He charged towards that Night King and thought, you know what, all men are going to die at some point, Valor Morghulis. And he ran at that Night King, and he actually had a good death as well, because he was like, you know what, I'm going to go out with a bang, I'm going to still carry on trying to fight. But unfortunately he passed away, and I had a little tear when he died. So yeah, rest in peace Theon Greyjoy, or Reek, as that's a bit of a touchy subject, but he is no longer Reek. Who else died? Little Edd from the Night's Watch, bless him. He was protecting Sam and then got stabbed straight away by one of the White Walkers, bless him. But he was a good character as well. We don't want to forget about him. Poor Sam, he literally like got on the ground and he was fighting, and then he just didn't really do anything the rest of the episode. I was like, Sam, what are you doing? But we'll have to see what he does next week. But I also saw on Twitter after the episode as well, everyone was like, where is Ghost gone? Has Ghost died? Ghost didn't have a battle scene or anything. Whereas normally the direwolves, you know, have a little thing going on there. They've saved them quite a few times. But where's Ghost? But then in the preview of next week's episode, you do see Ghost standing there, so he will be there. So what's going to happen next week now? Battle of Winterfell's done. What was it that Daenerys says in the preview? She's like, we've won the biggest battle, now for the last battle. So this is going to be Battle of King's Landing. So who's going to win? Is Cersei going to win? I hope not, because she's a bit of a bitch, isn't she? So I hope it's not Cersei. But I really don't know who I want to see on the Iron Throne. I really don't know what's going to happen. But I swear there was a vision that Bran had where King's Landing was in ruins. So, or am I just thinking of that from when Cersei let off that wildfire from the other series? I don't know. So I'm really interested to see what's going to happen there. But I hope, who's the Ironborn? Is he the last of the Ironborn, that man that Cersei's with now? I hope he dies, because he's a bit of an idiot, isn't he? But we'll see. Is Jon and Dany going to be on the throne? Are they going to stay together now that she knows he's a Targaryen as well, and he knows he's a Targaryen, and it's a bit wrong that they're together? Or will Arya or Sansa be on the Iron Throne? I don't think they want to be on the Iron Throne, and neither does Jon really. They just want to stay in the north, don't they? But we'll see what happens. And will Arya finish her list? Will she kill Cersei? Or will it be someone else? Or will it be Jaime? Will Jaime go on behind Cersei's back and kill him? I don't know, but we'll have to wait for next week's episode. Anyway, if you're still here, I hope you enjoyed this little ramble about Game of Thrones. I literally just had to get it out there and talk about it, because I didn't want to put any spoilers on Twitter or anything, because it's not fair on anyone else. But yeah, I will probably not make another one of these videos, but if you want to check out the rest of my channel, go ahead down below. I do sort of do vlogs and beauty videos or reviews, things like that, but you're always welcome to check it out. But also, if you want to talk to me about Game of Thrones, comment down below or follow me on my Instagram and private message me, because then we can have a little Game of Thrones chat, and I would really like that. So I will see you next week, and well, actually I've uploaded another video today, but anyway, have a good rest of your day. I hope you all enjoyed this tense episode as well, and see you later. Bye bye. Hi guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the video, and follow me on my Instagram @meglev_. They'll all be linked down below. Bye.